It's Talk Point again on Lagos Television, and we're happy that you can also link up with us. My name is Omololu Rosonwo. Today on Talk Point, we'll be looking at the youth and social media influence. Of course, we know that the youth make up over 65% of the population in Nigeria, and also their role and influence cannot be overemphasized. The youth development is also synonymous with influence of social media, which is also a major factor in whatever we're considering. On Talk Point today, that is what we'll be focusing on, and I have a guest in the studio that will be joining me to discuss this issue. Her name is Abimbola Lawal. She is a youth development advocate and also the executive secretary of Seed Africa Initiative for Youth Development. Abimbola, how are you doing?
I'm fine. Good afternoon.
Yeah, I'm sure it's the first time on Talk Point, right?
Yeah, it is.
Oh, okay. How are you doing?
Very well. I'm okay. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, everyone.
Yes. Let me first ask you this, because mostly when we talk of youth development, what do you think is the age bracket of youth in Nigeria? Because it differs from with different countries. But in Nigeria, what is the age bracket which you feel is right?
Oh, right. Yeah, so the age bracket of youth in Nigeria is 18 to 35. Yeah, the age bracket. That's the age bracket in Nigeria that we have currently.
Okay, are we using that of the United Nations or a global age bracket that we're looking at?
Well, I want to believe it's that of the United Nations. I want to believe that.
Okay, let me now ask you, why is it that we have so much influence of social media, which is endemic in Nigerian youths today? There is this so much influence which they wield. Why is it that we have that? Is it as a result of the Western influence or whatever?
Okay, so
You need to speak out a little.
okay, yes, please. Okay, social media influence, didn't just start today. I would say social media influence, majorly in Nigeria, started way back when COVID happened, when we had the COVID-19, pandemic. Then that was when the everyone was open to using the social media to communicate more, do their work. Several times even jobs and place of works would not want to hold meetings virtually. They would want everyone to be there physically. But when COVID happened, everyone was on lockdown. They couldn't go out. So that was like an eye opener for a lot of businesses, a lot of jobs, every aspect of living at that time. Even for we in the NGO space as well, held a lot of advocacy online, saying a lot of things right there on social media.
Oh, okay. Yeah. So you're saying indirectly now that it was the COVID-19 thing that actually brought about the boom in social
yes,
media,
of
the
course.
concentration on social media.
Yeah.
Yes. Now, looking at that, how can we help in shaping the society? How can the youth? I count myself as a youth too.
Okay.
Yes, I'm a little older, but I still count myself as a youth.
Of course.
Yes. So how can we help in shaping the society? Because you find out that more youths these days are tech savvy.
Mm-hmm.
Yes. Do you think this can help in shaping the society?
Right now, like you say, you just said that there's a lot of fake news when the advantages of this the social media are there, as well the disadvantage are there as well. We have cyberbullying, a lot of fake news, unverified news, pushed out, and you do not know the source of the news. You just see this and I feel like, oh, this is bad, and then you are also promoting it. There's this issue that happened between an Uber driver, I think, recently, and a lady. So I guess the lady posted something about the guy. She said she was robbed, that she was robbed. This person, don't, when you want to book a ride, don't even accept his ride or whatever. And then that was really out there, and it ended up being a fake news. and the man had to come out to vindicate himself, explaining what actually happened. So this is a means of, there are fake news being pushed out there because you don't like someone, you are putting something bad out there, and people that is saying that and do not know that person feels it is the right thing. But I think to curb that, we can have a means of verifying this news, rather than just seeing them and just posting. Probably there is a platform where you can seek where these news are. I don't know, like a unified platform. When you go to a certain platform, you see this news. The news are not unified. There are several, this one pushing this, that pushing that. So if we have a unified platform, whereas a news or something that is being said about someone is being verified before everyone, or you see a news, you go there to verify if that news is actually true. I do that a lot. When I see a news out there, I go to Twitter, I go to Punch, I go to channels, their page on Twitter, I go to their page on Instagram to verify what that platform is saying about that certain news. So it's a means of verifying news that we've had. I think every youth should also have that act to verify news. Not everything that you see online that you just push out. Some are fake news.
Yes, I must also tell you that here at Lagos Television, we don't just take news anyhow. We must always verify before we take news. Even if everybody's breaking the news, we need to be very, very sure until we break it. That's what we do that here too. But even at that, I like to ask you this. Why is it that youth these days rush out to want to quickly, you see something on the platform, you're not sure of it, you can't verify it, and the next thing you are helping to retweet, you're helping to send out without verification.
Yeah.
Why is it that the youths are doing that?
Okay.
Or Nigerians, let me put it generally.
Yeah, news, a lot of people are interested in what is currently happening. Be it true and be it false, they are interested. So when someone hears this happens, he or she picks it, posts it, everybody are going to be seeing it. They would be engaging, Now youth they are more of, I want followers, I want engagement on my post, on like everything I put out there. They want people to engage. So whatever news, be it true, be it false, they want to post it out. People would see, even if it's false, you would see it and still engage before you even later now realize that, oh, this is even not true. So I think the reason for those that post or promote such news, fake news, they see it as people coming, it's dragging people into their account, their own major main account.
Okay, why do we still continue to have them that influence so much? Because the social media has some kind of influence on the youth, on the society, either we like it or positively or negatively. Now, how can we now curb or tilt the youths to move towards using the social media for positive influence so that you can drive development in the society?
Okay, well, there is nothing that has the positive side and do not have the negative side. I would say, depending on the perspective that each person is seeing it, but the positive side is actually more, because a lot of people are influenced by what they are seeing, people do. If you look at the likes of Mr. Macaroni, during the time of NSAS, then the social media actually helped with the massive mobilization of youth at that time. And it helped with, a lot of communication, what are we doing today, what are we not doing today, where are we, meeting today, where are we not meeting today. Even the videos, a lot of videos, even if you are not presently there, it's as if you are there. You are getting, feedback, like videos, pictures of what is happening, how it's happening, and you as well, you are posting it. So there are positive aspects of, influence on social media on youth. The negative aspects, I think a lot of, we still need to do more of advocacy, sensitizing the youth.
Are you not thinking of penalization? Penalizing those who take fake news?
Of course, I think penalizing is happening. It is. Recently, just now, while I was on my way, I saw not a news, a tweet. Someone, a very influential person, and someone said that you are not married because you don't have a womb. And even me, when I read that, I was like, how can you just say that, And someone responded to that tweet, like, do you want white or blue? And someone else was asked, like, white or blue for what? He said, your prison garment, so I can know the one you want to go to. So they are penalized, they are being penalized for pushing out fake news. For those that, actually want to take it up, people have been penalized. Even me, when I said some things, I was like, you want to go to jail, Abi? You will not shut your mouth. Must you say everything? That kind of thing. So they are being penalized.
Okay. Since you mentioned the instances, let me just quickly go back to it. Are you aware that, or let me say, not aware, I'm sure you must be aware that the panel sat on that, and that a report came out to say most of the things that they were churning out were not real. They were not true. Yes, that some of them, there could have been influence, but that some, because they had to tell everybody to appear at the panel, those who had issues, come to the panel, and it sat for like a year. And eventually a report came out. I actually mentioned it because you also mentioned it. Yes. Now, because some will push out fake information, and you think it is real, and at the end of the day, you find out that it's even half truth or even quarter truth or not even truth. So that's why I'm also saying, I'll advise that you also go and read that report so that you can also have more knowledge on what it says. Well, yes, I just thought I should mention that to you too. Okay. Yes. Now, in looking at some of these things, youths make the 60% of the population, just like we know. Now, how can we also turn these things positively to shape policy formulation to allow those that we have elected into public offices perform? You understand? How can we use this social media influence by youths to shape that society?
Okay, well, that's how can we use the social media to shape the society?
Yes. Okay, let me give you another soft landing. Take, for instance, in Ikeja now, right? There is no way you will have farm in Ikeja because it is populated. It's an urban area. Now, okay, and you see the other areas where we need development there. How can we use the social media to influence things like that? When we know that the Ikeja local government doesn't have land, well, how can we, is there a way we can drive a conversation to say, look, we can go to so place, get land, cultivate and bring, or where there's too much population, how can we help in reducing the population and things like that? Can we use social media to drive those things?
Wow. Well, I guess social media is also a means to also drive that. It's very possible. It's having the platform to put out that information about this area or this city. There is no land where you can farm. This is okay. For example, there's a lot of land in Ikorodu, a lot of land where you can farm, where you can rear your animals, do fishery or animal husbandry and the likes. So even in Aja, I heard there are lands in Aja as well where things like this can happen. In Agege, you cannot plant in Agege, you can't rear animals in Agege. Yeah, it's a matter of who wants to do this. I think first, who is that person that wants to do this, and then the means, of course, social media is I think the best place to even, because everyone is on, even my grandma now is on social media. So and they come across this information, this news, and they are informed. They know that, yeah, I can do this here, I can do this here. I think.
Okay. Yeah, of course, you're close to you're over 30 years, right? Right?
Almost.
Almost 30 years.
Almost 30
Okay, now,
years.
let me ask this question. Did you take part in the last election process?
Yes.
In 2023?
Yeah.
You took part. Yeah, there was influence of the social media. The youths were very vibrant.
Yes.
Before the election, the build up to the election, like 1 year, 6 months to the election, there was a build up. Yes. Why is it that when it came to that election proper, we had drop in youth participation, rather than you're championing your cause, you want some people in power, but when it came to that day that you needed to have the election,
They take the acts.
they were not there. So in situations like that, how would such happen when you want development or change in the society?
Oh, right. That's a conversation that we are even having in my organization currently.
Okay.
Because for the 2027 election, it shouldn't be that. We shouldn't just be having online voting, whereas you are pushing out, oh, I want this, I want that, I want this, and yet the action to be taken for that, you are seated in your house, locked in, when you are to now act on it is happening. So I guess a lot of youths, I would say, are actually scared.
When you say scared,
you know,
what do you mean when you say scared?
Okay, when they come out physically, they are scared of what are we going to meet. When the experience of the NSAS is actually still traumatizing some people.
Yeah, but during the 2023 election build-up, we had the election, the environment seemed peaceful. The police assured, everybody assured, and it happened. There was little violence. It was influence. So how come? Why didn't they come out?
I got to know that there were some places that wasn't peaceful.
Okay.
Some youths were out there, and they were asked to go back to their houses, that they cannot vote.
Where?
Yes, I saw some videos in, I think, Jos. Yes, I saw some that came in from Jos. I saw one that came in from Kwara. You know, the NYSC, the COP members actually do participate in election processes, voting and all of that. So videos of ladies, you know, telling them they shouldn't receive votes from people that are not voting for this person.
Okay, if you say that, would you say you cannot generalize that?
I am not generalizing it. I am just, like you said, that a lot of youth are not coming. So I'm actually trying to, when I said some of them are scared of what happened, I have 2 or 3 people in Agege here were asked to go back to their houses. They couldn't vote. Yes, they went back to their house. They are young guys. They told them, some gangs came to them, who are you voting for? They're like, it's none of your business. I go in there, I vote for whoever I want to vote for. If you're not voting for this person, go, come out. You know, I got to know, and I was like seriously, why? We all have a right to vote for whoever we desire to vote for.
Yes.
So, you know, that thing, you know, even at a point, even me, I got like, I don't want to.
Did you vote?
I did. But
I'm not asking you voted for, but did you vote?
Yes.
Okay.
You know, with my husband, I was like, I don't want to. You know, we were reluctant, but we're like, let us just do this.
Okay,
this one must count.
Okay, when you now went out, were you pushed back?
I wasn't pushed back.
Okay.
I wasn't pushed back. I wasn't pushed
and you
back.
voted?
Yes.
And it was peaceful?
Yes, it
Okay.
was peaceful in my own area, in my own ward. It was actually, but because we usually we did this Vote Not Fight campaign. My organization collaborated with NIGAD. Then that 2023, you know, campaign. We did a campaign on Vote Not Fight. We engaged the all this NURT, those guys that collect transport money transporters and all of that. We engage bike men, a lot of people, even guys in the street, so they can be informed. They won't be used as tools for, negative things.
Okay,
in
now,
that day.
yes, as we round up now, the build-up to 2027 is much in progress. Now, are you still going out there to influence people to vote rightly?
Of course. Of course, that's one of our aspects, because we engage in youth inclusion in governance, youth advocacy for youth. So we are of 100%, if I can say over 100%, going to do that. Yes, we will.
Okay, yes, I want to believe that as youths, you further help in shaping the society so that things can get better. I've been speaking with a youth advocate here. I've been speaking with Abimbola Lawal. I've been speaking with Abimbola Lawal. She is a youth development advocate and the executive director of Seed Africa Initiative for Youth Development. Want to thank you so much, Abimbola Lawal,
Thank you.
for being part of Talk Point.
Yes, you're welcome.
Yes, on that note, we have come to the end of Talk Point. 767 and 112 are still the lines to always call in times of emergency. Stay out of trouble. Ensure that you do what is right to build a better Nigeria and a better society. I want to say thank you for also joining us. Next week is another episode. Join us as we do that. God bless you. I am Omoluru Soul signing out.